Now, coming to the analysis of the poem Mending Wall, the first verse reads, "Something there is that doesn't love a wall." That's the first statement that Robert Frost makes. And he says that there is something that doesn't like a wall. Now, this wall would be metaphorical. It would be either a wall, a physical wall, or it would be a tradition, or it would be any problem, any difference, the difference of opinion, anything that keeps two people away from one another, keeps them at a distance. But he says that there is something which doesn't like it, whether it is nature, whether it is man, whether it is custom, whether it is tradition, is unknown. Now this word something, कुछ है जिसको दीवार पसंद नहीं है। अब वो कुछ क्या है ये क्लैरिटी नहीं, इसमें एम्बिगिटी रखता है रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट। वो हमको साफ साफ नहीं बताता कि क्या है ऐसा जिसको दीवार पसंद नहीं है, लेकिन कहता कुछ तो ऐसा है कि जिसको दीवार पसंद नहीं है। That sends the frozen ground swell under it and spills the upper boulders in the sun. Whatever that is, which doesn't like a wall, what it does, it sends something either from the underground, it swells the ground and that wall would collapse. कुछ ऐसी चीज जिसको ये दीवार पसंद नहीं है तो वो कुछ भी कर सकता है, जैसे कि वो जमीन को धंसा दे, वो दीवार को गिरा दे किसी भी तरह से। और जब वो दीवार गिर जाए तो मुझे लगता है कि कोई तो है जिसको ये दीवार पसंद नहीं है, क्योंकि हम बार बार ये दीवार देते हैं, इसको रिपेयर करते हैं, इसको मेंड करते हैं, इसको ठीक करते हैं और बाद में फिर ये गिर गई होती है, फिर ये टूट गई होती है। अब इसे तोड़ता कौन है, ये टूटती क्यों है, ये टूटती कैसे है, ये उसको आइडिया नहीं है। बट there is something, some force which doesn't like it, which doesn't like this wall. Actually a wall between the neighbors, a wall between the people, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast. And when this wall breaks, it breaks in such an ugly manner that there are huge holes, passes wherein two people can pass through those holes with ease, with comfort. गिराती भी उस दीवार को इतनी आसानी से नहीं, बल्कि इतनी बुरे तरीके से गिराती है कि इतने बड़े बड़े छेद होते हैं उस दीवार में कि एक दो बंदे आराम से उससे निकल सकते हैं। तो जो भी ये दीवार गिराने वाला, whosoever is there who doesn't like this wall seems to be a very powerful thing, object, man, nature, whatever he is, but he is very powerful. He destroys this wall terribly. The work of hunters is another thing. अब ये शिकारियों का काम नहीं हो सकता। The work of hunters is another thing. शिकारियों का काम तो नहीं हो सकता है वो भी आते हैं, दीवारें तोड़ते हैं। No, the hunters could be anyone. They could be people, they could be men, they could be dogs, they could be anything. For example, anyone needs this. They could be rats, they could be anyone, who find their livelihood. And in the next verse, for example, he says, "Come after them and repair where they have left not one stone on a stone." Now, even if they be hunters, but I have come time and again and I have repaired this wall. I have mended this wall. उन्होंने तोड़ी, फिर मैं आया कई बार, इसको दोबारा बनाया, इसको दोबारा खड़ा किया, जिस पे उन्होंने एक भी पत्थर नहीं रखा था, मुकम्मल तौर बर्बाद कर दिया था इस दीवार को, फिर हमने उसको दोबारा रखा। I mended it time and again. I have mended it time and again. I mend it time and again. But then there is something who doesn't like it, who breaks it, who destroys it. And then I am forced to build it again. I am forced to repair it. I am forced to rebuild it. But they would have the rabbit out of hiding to please the yelping dogs. लेकिन एक बात मैं बताऊं, if they are hunters, they would have found the rabbit. Because the way they have destroyed this wall, if a rabbit was hiding somewhere in this wall, they would have found him. And that would have pleased their hunting their dog, their yelping dog. That would have been very pleased. This is the extent that they destroy this wall. This is the extent that they break this wall. The gaps, I mean, no one has seen them made or heard them made. But at spring mending time we find them there. मैं gaps की बात कर रहा हूँ। वो जो इस दीवार को जब तोड़ देते हैं, गिरा देते हैं, डेसिमेट कर लेते हैं, तो हमें ये गैप्स दिखते हैं। लेकिन हैरत की बात है कि ये जो गैप्स हैं, इनको कभी किसी ने तोड़ते हुए नहीं देखा, कभी इनको बनाते हुए नहीं देखा। लेकिन एक टाइम है जब हम ये गैप्स देखते हैं इन दीवारों में यहाँ पे, और वो है मेंडिंग टाइम पे। अब जब आज हम यहाँ ये दीवार को मेंड करने आए हैं, इस दीवार को दोबारा रिपेयर करने आए हैं, तो हमें यहाँ पे ये गैप्स दिख रहे हैं, और ये इतने बड़े बड़े गैप्स हैं कि जैसे 2 आदमी एक साथ इन गैप्स के बीच में निकल सकते हैं। बट ये जो गैप्स हैं, दे हैव नॉट बीन सीन बाय एनीवन the time they were made or the time they were destroyed. But there is one time when we see these gaps, and that is at the mending time, when we come here to repair the wall.